Single Queen, hey Single Queen, this is Desmond Booker. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach, helping successful queens go from single to successfully dating without settling. That's right, queens, they don't settle. This I want to really quickly thank you for those that have subscribed to our channel. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you for liking and sharing these videos to help somebody else who is desiring to go from single to successfully dating. Thank you, IG family, those that have started to follow me, and also we thank you for those that are in our Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle. I jumped on here this morning because we've been talking about hoping and we've been talking about healing, and that's keeping you single and not going into a relationship. So let's further talk about this today, is because I've gotten so many queens that when I say that there is a husband out here and there is somebody out here for you, you get excited about it. But then when you're going to have to do some things in order to get him, then that's when you're taking a step back. And I want to say this: if you're tired of being tired, if you're sick of being wanting a relationship and not seeing it happen, I want to talk to you. But what I found out is that so many of you are inspired and excited when I say that there's somebody for you, but then at the same time, you take a step back and take no action. So I'm not talking to those that don't take action, who are just wanting to make me making you feel good. I don't have anything for you. But those that are really, really actually wanting to be in a relationship and willing to do some things in order to make that happen and cause that to happen, let's talk. Because I don't want to see you hopeless or seeing you not doing anything, not moving towards your dream, not moving towards the man. Because if you can attract the wrong person, you most certainly can attract the right person. So what we first got to begin to understand is that can you see yourself in that relationship that you're desiring to be in? Have you really, truly, honestly have given hope? You know, a queen said, I have given up hope, or I have given up, or I don't want to try this relationship. But guess what I see? I see her dating this person. How do I know? Not personally, but I see it come through my feed and my timeline. Oh, I'm booed up. And next thing I know, oh my God, I can't believe this person has hurt me. I can't believe this person has another relationship. I'm finished. I'm done. You got this cycle going on. Let's break that cycle. Why do you continue to be the same person, attracting the same type of people? Let's break that cycle. I can understand truly, honestly, why you're ready to give up. Because if I keep hitting my head against the wall, yes, my head is going to hurt. But can I stop hitting my head against the wall, or get a helmet or get something to put on my head to soften the blow at least, right? No, I'm going to do something different in order to see my life different and go in a different direction, right? So what I begin to do is I begin to even evaluate myself and begin to take a step back, because I want to give you hope. But I want to talk to the queen who not only has, quote unquote, given up, no longer want to be in a relationship, but I want to talk to her that no longer wants to be in a relationship, but wants to be in a relationship, you see, and willing to do something about it. Real quickly, queen, I want you to know this: you're the cause of things happening in your life. You're causing things to happen, and you're causing things not to happen. If you really truly want to be in a relationship, you can cause that to happen. The wrong people coming into your life is the effect, but you're the cause. And all we have to begin to do, and so when you're saying that you're tired or you're really wanting to, see, one queen came to me and she says, I really don't want to date a whole lot of people. I want to meet one person for the very first time, and that's the person. I don't want to go through a whole multiple. She says, is that possible? I said, it's absolutely possible, but you have to be willing to do the work in order for that to happen, because whatever you believe, you can achieve. Whatever you believe, you can achieve. I believe it for you, but do you believe it for yourself? Okay, so that's why you and many of you single queens have come across queens that I'm talking about that have said they're wanting to be in a relationship, but then the next thing you know, they said, no, I don't want to be in one. But what do? They're in one, right? If it's not you, you know somebody like that. Well, I've come across too many queens. The moment that I post, hey, this is your year for you to be in a great relationship. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. you get all excited, but then I say, let's do this. And then you say, well, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm focusing on myself. Are you really truly focusing on yourself? Because if you're doing that much focusing on yourself, your external factors, your effects will change, right? If I say today that a hurricane is going to be here tomorrow, how do we know that the hurricane showed up? Because the effects, everything is blown down, buildings, cars are thrown everywhere. That's the effect. Because why? Because the cause, which was the hurricane, came like I said it was going to come. So your life can change by the effects. The effects is the outside, but the internal you, the things that are happening on the inside of you, is causing there to be a change. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I help queens. It's time for you not to focus on what's happening now, because what you're seeing now and what's happening in your life, or not happening, what you're wanting to happen, is just simply what you thought, what you felt, and what you've been doing for the last couple of years, for the last few years. But if you start thinking different, feeling different, and doing different things, then it's gonna eventually come. It's gonna eventually change, right? Because you're the cause. So this is exciting to me, because now that you are the cause, what are you doing to cause the right things to happen? This is where we can begin to have a conversation. But it's not my job to coerce you into a right relationship, or to convince you that you can have it all. I'm just making that suggestion. And if you really truly are wanting it, then what? Then you're going to change within yourself. I'm excited because I was in the midst of me helping queens. One queen says, "Oh my God, you ought to let Desmond help you." Why did she say that? Because she saw that what I was teaching is reality, that even though you are quitting, and she says, before you quit, girl, before you throw in the towel, let Desmond help you. That's I feel I feel grateful. I feel grateful because somebody is saying the same thing that I've been saying. If you allow somebody to help you, if you just give this an opportunity, but if you're going to give it an opportunity, don't have the wrong expectation, right? If you're telling me that you're thirsty, I give you water, but you say this water is not going to be good, this is not going to quench my thirst, it's not going to help you, right? So I want to say, I'm saying all of that to say, you got to have hope. You got to have the expectation that things are going to change in your life, because I'm the cause. So can you help me change my outcomes? Absolutely. Can you help me change the result? Absolutely. Because you're causing the outcome, because you're causing the results. And let's talk about that. Now, do you have energy? Do you have energy? I want to think about that. Are you tired of getting the results? Are you tired of being tired? You don't have any energy to put into this. And it's okay that you don't have energy. You know why you don't have energy? Is because what you've been doing hasn't been working. But all you have to do is start to focus on what is going to happen. Watch this. When you switch your energy from what is happening to what's going to happen, and I can see myself at this altar. I can see myself going to this honeymoon. I can see me and him going on vacations together, right? I didn't say vacations. I said vacations. If you can begin to see this, your energy is going to switch. So what you have to begin to do is not focus on what has happened in that relationship, what has been happening, nothing right now, or you're in this situationship, but focus on what could happen. And what could happen, and get excited about that. Your energy is going to change, because now not only do I have an expectation of the right things happening, I have my energy is changed. Why? Because now I've gone from I'm thinking that it's not going to happen, but starting to hope that it will happen. Okay? And this is what I've been talking about. So I'm going to build up the right expectation. This is why environment is everything. I was teaching on that. Environment is everything. Are you surrounded by queens who are talking about, man, I can't wait for my wedding date? Or are you talking to queens who saying, man, I tried it again. This old boy right here hurt me again. This person right here has manipulated me again. If you're surrounded by the wrong people, how can you be surrounded by the wrong people and have the right energy, the right expectation? This is good, okay? So I'm not going to be on here long, but I wanted to jump on here because I really have that message for those that have a desire. If you really truly have a desire to be in a relationship, set up a free 15-minute call with me. If you really have a desire to see yourself on that honeymoon with that right person in that right relationship, feeling that right love, right? Let's set up a 15-minute conversation. It's free, right? Oh well, I'm gonna focus on myself. Oh no, that's okay. I don't want. It's gonna cost me something. Oh my goodness. Do you not know if I charge you? Let's just say I charge you $15. Let's just say I charge you $15 for you being in, or $15,000. Would you pay it if it's going to be with somebody that you can spend the rest of your life with, somebody that you can be rocking and rocking chairs on your back porch, drinking tea together, or drinking your lemonade or whatever you want to be drinking on the back porch? Is it worth? Absolutely, it's worth it. Because why? Because I have a lifetime of love and happiness with somebody who I really wanted, instead of being at my house every weekend by myself, entertaining myself, just me and my kids, or me and my dog, right? My cat. I can actually be in a relationship with somebody. Absolutely, it's worth the investment. But not only is he helping me, obtain the love that I'm wanting, but my life changes. I'm going for opportunities. I now have courage for the opportunity. So I'm saying all of that because it's more than just you being in love, but it's also about your life changing, about you having more confidence and courage, and not allowing people to manipulate you, and you're helping them and you're always there for them, but who's there for you? Do you see this? And so that's what I'm saying. It's more than just you. You're changing and you're becoming a better person just to get love, to attract the right person. But no, you're going to be attracting the right opportunities. You're going to come up with these great ideas. So it's just more than that. I'm saying that because even though you feel like you're giving up and wanting to give up on being in love, or being loved by someone, it's more than that. It's about you changing and you becoming who you need to become, not for just love, but for life. So let's change your life and your love life. All right. So this is what I want you to do. Don't give up. Don't quit. Set up a 15-minute call. If you want to go back to things as usual, that's fine. But I really believe that in this 15-minute conversation with me, we're going to begin to strategize, and we're going to begin to come up with a way for you to go ahead and move forward and stop giving up on what you're really truly wanting. Do you not know that every time you say, oh, that's it, I'm going to give up, you're speaking death unto yourself? What you should be saying is that, okay, this didn't work out, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do some things different. I'm not going to do the same thing. I'm going to keep going, because just like the person who created the light bulb, right? How many times did it work? Didn't work 999. But he said, what? I tried it another time, because now I know what doesn't work. I know it doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is not do what doesn't work, and I'm going to do what does work. So every failed relationship, every time somebody does you wrong, is getting you closer to the right person. It's not getting you further away, but it's getting you closer to the next person. Does that make sense? So I want you to have hope that the very next person could be the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, the right person, and you're getting away from the wrong people. You're weeding out the wrong people. All right. So that's what I'll have for you today. I really don't want you to give up. I really don't want you. And if you're at the point where you're at the point of giving up, it's okay. It's okay. Let's talk and let's have a conversation, and let's move you forward into what you're really truly desiring and wanting. Free 15-minute call, right? What do you have to lose? Let's talk about it over some coffee, and let's move you forward. All right. Well, remember, queens don't settle. Are you saying that? Are you really living by that? Or are you just saying that? No, queens don't settle. I don't know any queen that sits on her throne and says, I guess I'll just wait for him to come into my life. I guess I'll just wait for things to happen. No, she's commanding, she's declaring, she's decreeing. She is the cause of how her kingdom is run, right? How her kingdom is run. She never gets up off of her throne, does she? She's demanding things to happen. She's declaring, and that's what I want you to do. Take authority. You're not a victim. You're a victor. So take authority over that and say, yes, I've tried a lot of things, but guess what? I believe that I'm going to try this and watch it happen. I'm going to get the relationship in 2026 is going to be the relationship that I want. Watch what happens. All right. So thank you for joining me. If you like this, make sure you like this. If you're subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you for joining me today. see that you're watching me today. We're just talking. We're just having a conversation. I love this because I love seeing queens who are at the end of I give up. Because why? Because now God can step in. Now God can make the miracle happen. Right? You didn't try to turn the water into wine. Now let God turn the water into wine. Watch him when you run out. Watch him run in. All right? So you guys have a great day today. Thank you for joining me. Remember, queens, don't settle.